And so I get to the con, everything that happened on Friday, and I forget how to say her name, I'm very sorry, it's like Emaru and everything, guys, that is so freaking messed up. And I remember like a lot of people telling me not to go. And guys, I totally understand where you guys are coming from. I wholeheartedly did not want to go either if it weren't for you guys. If I were just a con goer, I don't think I would have gone. Like someone in my responses was like, hey, like you should not go, it's a safety thing. And I was like, yes, I totally understand, but you guys spent thousands of dollars to come see me. You guys drove over state lines. You guys, like, seriously, I was already leaving a day early. I was like, I'm going there for my meet and greet and leaving. I need to be there. I understand trying to up security to make sure this stuff doesn't happen again, which is the right course of action, absolutely. But it was in the wrong areas, at least, or not the wrong areas, rather. It was in. It's hard to explain if you weren't there. It was like, you know, it's like, gosh, it's like when like the bad people ruin it for the 99.9% of the good people who aren't doing anything wrong but have to go through all of this, you know? Like, I get it, I understand it, but man, yeah, like, I get to the con on Saturday, and basically, this is totally good, what they do is they check your bags and, like, make you go through a metal detector. That's freaking based. That's good. Like, obviously, duh, like, I know, but, like, you need to do that. Doesn't matter if there's a safety risk or not. In this day and age, it's very good to do. So I get up to the gate, and I'm with my two mods, and we see this kid, or like, you know, younger than me. A lot of the Twitch people are like younger than like 20, you know, like they're kiddos, and he goes, all right, remove your mask. And I go, oh, like I lean forward and I go, oh, I'm so sorry, but I can't. I'm an anonymous creator. It's to avoid, it's a safety thing. I can't take it off. He's like, yeah, no, you're gonna have to take it off. Like, this guy was rude. Like, actually, like, really rude. Kids, yeah, no, listen, call me weird, but if you're like 20, you're a kid. If you're 19, you're a kid. 18, you're a kid. I don't care. Okay, you're a kid. He was the only, this was the only rude TwitchCon guy in my entire experience. It was one of those things where it's clearly just doing their job and was annoyed, and I was like so like polite. I was like, please, like I really can't take this off. He's like, nope, you can't come in. Nope, you have to take it off, and very, very, very rude about it. And like I was really, really upset. And so I was like, okay, I'll just go speak to someone else. So I went and talked to a different person. I just went to someone who looked nice. And it was this really nice guy, younger than me, for sure. And I was like, hi. Same thing. I was like, I'm so sorry. I know I have to take off my mask, and I'm okay to do it. But if I can do it in a private area, I can show you my ID, my TwitchCon meet and greet stuff. I can show you my ID. Like, literally, I just don't want to show my face because. But guess what? Everyone is live streaming. There's no private area at all. So it was one of those things where it's like, can I show you my face? And they told me, by the way, they told me not to just show my face. They told me to take the mask off until I enter the venue, which is like maybe a 30-second walk. They told me I had to take it off and walk into the con. That's what they told me, so the cameras or something could have my face. And I literally like was about to cry because I was like, I can't do that. And for those who don't know, I don't care if you like how I look or if you don't think I'm attractive. It's because I live with my parents, and if you guys, people will mess with my family. Like, for those who don't know, all of the money I make from Twitch, all of the money I make from YouTube goes to my parents' house fund. Literally everything, every dollar, everything. But guys, I don't live like I'm rich. I never have and I never will. I literally, guys, I don't. I live rich in the sense of I can pay rent and I can like take care of my family and things like that. But all of the money goes to my family, and the idea of anything, somehow someone tracking my face to my family terrifies me, because they're all I ever had, guys. I literally didn't have anything my whole life except my family, and that was it, through thick and thin. And so it's like, I just don't want, that is the reason why it terrifies me. Like, you can mess with me, be mean to me, it's whatever. It's like, it's just, solid humble brag. It's not a brag. It's more like my passion in life is taking care of my family, and if anything, if my career is a detriment to them, then I will have so many regrets. Does that make sense? It's not meant to be a brag. It's more of like, if anything, if it was my fault that anything made them uncomfortable or got to them, I would be so sad about it because I love them very much. That's why I started to almost have a breakdown. I have anxiety. And I was just like thinking of worst case scenario. I'll be in the corner of someone's stream or something. And I know it sounds dramatic to be scared about that. And I know a lot of people who maybe don't understand VTubers or this sphere are like, oh, that's so dramatic, or oh, you're over analyzing or overthinking it. Just remove your mask. It's a safety thing. And it's literally, guys, it is literally VTuber fans, not you guys, but the ones who ruin it for everyone are crazy. You know, it's like they just want to find someone's face and then do weird things or whatever. And so it's like, it's hard to explain if you're not in the bubble, because I actually understand everyone. I understand that, like, it's just a safety precaution. That's why the entire time I was not rude to anyone, because they're just doing their jobs. It is not that Twitch staff are idiots. No, I disagree. They're being told what to do. It's their job. They're being paid. They have to do it. Okay, like, do I think it's wrong? Yes, I talked to 2 managers, and I was very sternly, you can't be doing this, because you're going to get someone in trouble, they're going to get doxxed, they're going to be hurt. And so, like, the people at the front doing their job are just listening to their managers. It's the higher-ups that are the problem, you know? That's the thing. I was not rude to anyone, because they can't let me through, because they will get fired. It is not, they can't, you know? It's a really hard situation where so anyways it was where so I was very respectful the entire time, but very sternly, like, I cannot do this, other people will not be able to come in. I even showed, like, I have a meet and greet in 10 minutes and I have to get there. And the guy I ended up talking to, he was the nicest guy ever. I don't know where he is, but if you talk to a girl with blonde and pink hair in a pink outfit with like a green purse, bro, I love you, man. You are the only reason I got into the con and made it happen. This guy, he was so nice. Literally the entire time was like, I am so sorry that you have to do this. I actually agree with you. It's just a safety precaution. I'm being told I have to do this and all this stuff. And he was so polite about it. And, like, I totally understand, you know? Because, like, he's doing his job, guys. He's paid to do what the higher-ups say. And I talked to the higher-ups, and people were like, you should have said something. I did. I pinky promise. I literally spoke. They brought their manager down. And I literally was like, this can't happen. I understand why, but do a private area or something. Use an ID or something, right? And they're like, nope, sorry, and then walked away. And the guy was like, I'm just so sorry. And we had a compromise where there were no private areas, but he moved me to the side. There was a giant window and stuff, but it was the most private area he could give me. And he's like, look, I'll just let you, just show me your face really quickly. And I was like, okay, sure. And I did it and put it back on. I did it, guys. Like, I literally had to, because I had a meet and greet. And I showed him for like 3 seconds. He said, okay, you're good to go. Don't worry. Keep it on. He made sure I didn't have to leave it off that entire time. And I was like, dude, you saved my life, man. Because, like, there's people recording before you even get into the con. So, like, whoever that guy is, much love, dude. Because I understand he's just doing his job, but he made an effort to help me in. And I still remember what he looked like, and really nice guy, and very, very sweet the entire time. But, like, I've never had a problem before. Like, seriously, like, I never did. So it's like I had nothing to say or nothing to avoid or anything, because I never had a bad experience. Other people did, and that stuff is disgusting and all that. But I get up to the meet and greet desk on day 2 on my meet and greet, and basically how they do it is you have to, I guess, like, the meet and greet badges, they, like, scan to get in. I don't know. I walk up to the meet and greet entry, and they go, because, like, no one told me where to go, so I'm, like, trying to get in, and I'm like, hi, I have a meet and greet right now. And they're like, oh, you have a meet and greet? Okay, scan your thing. And I scan it, and it goes so it's working, I guess, but it goes in, like, yellow instead of green, and they go, oh, you can't come in. No, you can't come in. And I go, oh, well, that's a problem. Well, that's a little bit of a problem. By the way, I'm like, I have like 2 minutes to my meet and greet because a lot of stuff went wrong, the mask stuff and all that. And I go like, oh, like, I have a meet and greet right now. Is there anything I can do? Like, I can tell you my username. Like, I have my badge. It has my username on it. And they go, no, you can't come in. Sorry, you have to have a wristband that works. And I go, oh my gosh, and my hands are shaking because I'm so nervous. And I'm texting Nags. I'm literally like, they won't let me in. I don't know what to do. And so Nags is coming over to come help me. And I even have the email confirmation of like my like meet and greet, and they're like, nope, you can't come in, sorry, nope. And like I understand they're being strict on security because of what's happened, and that's good, I'm glad. But like, you know, like where it hits people who aren't supposed to be hit, and it's like, man, like I understand, like I'm so glad you're being more secure. It should have been super secure like since day one, you know, but like you're hitting the people who are like I don't know, it was just like a whole thing where I was like, please just let me in. Were they treating me like an attendee? Yes, they thought I was trying to sneak in, I guess. I don't know, guys, I'm a 5'4" girl in big pink heels and like a pink dress. What the frick was I gonna do? Like, I don't know, like I was like, and eventually they actually, again, the third manager I met, they had to bring a manager, a little older lady, and she was actually really nice. She's like, do you have a confirmation email? I showed her my email, and she said, come on in, you're good. And I was like, thank you! And I was like, hey, yes! And they let me in. I get in bed, and I tweeted like, hey, like, sorry we had to end the meet and greet early, like, or something like, I think I tweeted it while I was still at the con. I was like, if you see me around, come say hi. And then I went home like an hour later. By home, I mean hotel. I get in bed and someone commented, they were like, hey, like, I hope you feel better. I heard they had to cut the line because you were too sick to keep going. And I was like, what? And I remember reading that, and they go, yeah, no, seriously, staff came and told us that you ended the meet and greet. And I was like, what? And you want to know why that broke my heart so much? Because imagine, okay, there's someone from like the UK or British, someone who's like British or like whatever, like overseas, flew all the way here to meet me. And then they get turned away with, oh, Chibi was done. She didn't want to see any more of you guys. And let's say maybe they're YouTube frogs, and they don't use Twitter and stuff, and they will never know that that's not the case, and they will forever go home thinking that I just didn't want to see them. That's so freaking messed up. I understand, like, when you think about it, like, I understand from like an outsider's perspective who's not part of the community or things like that, like this is like a nothing burger. But I hope you can understand that, like, it's one of those things where like I spent so much money to be there only for the meet and greet, guys. I only go there for the meet and greet and to say like hello to my grandma in the area. But I can do that whenever, okay? But the meet and greet, I literally, dude, these are people who waited in line like an hour and a half. These are people who spent thousands of dollars to come say hello. And I know like people might be like, oh, what losers? They're spending thousands of dollars to see a VTuber? Bro, shut the frick up. Like you don't understand what content creators do for people and what the people do for content creators, and you will never understand that. It is one of those things where like I've been there. I've had content creators save my life, not in a parasocial way, but in a I had nothing else to look forward to kind of way. And sometimes people just want to personally say thank you or personally say hi, and it's I think they have the right to do that if that's what they came to do. And so it just broke my heart. It just really broke my heart because I know like when I say it out loud, it doesn't, like, I guess like I can understand why people maybe will think it's like not that big of a deal. But I've always been a community first creator in the sense of it doesn't matter if you give me $1 million or nothing, I will always interact with you if you're active in my community. Like seriously, I don't care about any of that. And so if people make such an effort to show up in person, dude, I want to be there to say hi. You know? And like I remember getting back to my room. By the way, that was my last day at the con. I couldn't go back the next day. Number one, I was so sick at that point. And number two, I already had plans to go see my grandma. And I love you guys very much, but I also love my grandma and I have to go say hi to her. And it was one of those things where it's like, well, now I can't, I'm just screwed over. I lost my one chance to see you guys. And then like that broke my heart. And then now multiple people are telling me that Twitch staff threw their gifts away for me. And I'm like, dude, I don't care if it's a lollipop. I will keep it. I don't care if it's a letter that says, eat butthole, you fart face. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna tattoo it on my forehead. You know? It's just messed up, guys. Because, like, literally, apparently, this really kind person, they made, like, gift baskets, or, like, little gift baggies, in clear packaging for Nags and I. And it was, like, candy, sunglasses, and a handwritten letter, or something like that. Like, super, super tame! Like, Twitch staff, they walk up to Twitch staff, and they go, hi, we got kicked out of the meet and greet line, but, could you give this to Chibi? We made this for her. And Twitch staff goes, okay, sure. And they take it and throw it away in front of them. And they go, hey, you threw that away. Why did you do that? And Twitch staff says, oh, it could be a bomb. A bomb threat. Yeah, okay, bomb threat. Throw it in a metal garbage can in a crowded area. Like, what the frick does that even mean? Dude, what does that even mean? Like, I don't even understand what that means. First of all of that was vetted through the bag check on entry. So it's like, dude, like, if I were Twitch staff and genuinely it was about a bomb threat, what I would do is go, oh, can I look through it? And also, by the way, you know what Twitch staff could have done? Literally could have done, because apparently they did this to a lot of creators. What they should have done is approached me, been like, hey, because of safety issues in the con, we cannot let you accept gifts. Are you comfortable accepting them outside of the con? Boom! I would have literally, right after the meet and greet, gone right outside and been like, hey, line up, guys. I'll meet you again. Give me your stuff. Literally, I would have gone like, I can totally understand safety precautions. Or how about this? Be freaking honest to that innocent person and be like, hey, we can't accept gifts right now because of what happened, and we want to be really safe and all that. Are you comfortable giving this to her at a different time? That's all, dude. It's just sad.